Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Hub Talk Chronicles right here on the Hub Era YouTube channel. Now, in today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be talking about is the A-line service shutdown in the Rockaways that will happen between Friday, January 17th at 12 a.m. midnight all the way out to actually it's on Friday at 11 p.m. on Friday, January 18th, all the way out until 5 a.m. Monday morning on Monday, May 19th, 2025. Now, as you guys may have been aware, there will be no A-train service between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and the Rockaways, either both Far Rockaway, Mott Avenue, which is Rockaway's East, and Rockaway Park Beach, 116th Street, which is known as the Rockaway's West. Free Q109 shuttle bus service, as well as the Q97 shuttle bus service, will be provided between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and either direct bus service to Far Rockaway, Mott Avenue, and as well to Rockaway Park Beach, 116th Street. The Rockaway Park Shuttle will provide all of the service on the Rockaway's Peninsula between Far Rockaway, Mott Avenue, and Rockaway Park Beach, 116th Street via the Hamels Way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that you're not left in the dark, because I know most people are going to be out there saying that, oh, they didn't know about this, blah, 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 blah. Well, my thing is this. If you are a frequent rider of a frequent subway line, it should be your top priority to know what's going on, so that when you get the information, you'll be fully aware and not act like a fish out of water. And when you go to said service and there's no said service at a certain train station because service is suspended, you'll be like, huh? So this is for y'all, okay? Especially those who lives near or on the Rockaway Peninsula, okay? From January 17, 2025, all the way up until May 19th of 2025, there will be major service changes coming to the A-line and the Rockaway Park Shuttle. A trains will not run between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and Far Rockaway, Mott Avenue, or Rockaway Park Beach, 116th Street. Rockaway Park Shuttle trains won't run to and from Broadchannel. From the first weekend from January 17th to the 20th of 2025, Rockaway Park Shuttle trains will not run at all. Okay, as we know, as mentioned earlier, Rockaway Park Shuttle service will become the Rockaway Shuttle, which will operate every 15-20 minutes minimum between Rockaway Park Beach, 116th Street, and Far Rockaway, Mott Avenue via the Hamels Way. Okay, the Rockaway line, which we all know fully well, that carries the A train and the Rockaway Park Shuttle, it serves as a vital link between the Rockaway Peninsula and the rest of New York City. Well, that if you count the Long Island Railroad at Far Rockaway, as well as the Q52 Select Bus Service, the Q53 Select Bus Service, and the Q35, which operates between Rockaway Park and the Flatbush Junction in Brooklyn. So there's multiple bus routes that can get you between, as well as the Long Island Railroad, but that will cost an extra fare, that can get you between the Rockaway Peninsula and the rest of New York City. Oh, I also forgot to mention, as well as the Q113 and the Q114 on the Rockaway Peninsula side, on the Far Rockaway side of the island as well. Okay, as we notice, okay, free shuttle buses during the weekend of January 17th, 5 a.m. to Monday, from 11:30 p.m. Friday, January 17th to 5 a.m. Monday, January 20th. As we all know, service changes that will happen, as I mentioned it earlier. Non-stop service will operate between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and Far Rockaway, Mott Avenue. That's one shuttle bus route. And another shuttle bus route will operate between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and Far Rockaway, making all the stops at Broadchannel Beach 90th Street, Beach 67th Street, Beach 60th Street, Beach 44th Street, Beach 36th Street, and Beach 25th Street. Oh, and by the way, the reason why I said Beach 90th Street, because if you know the Cross Bay Bridge that connects between Broad Channel and the Rockaway Peninsula, that's one of your few connections to get to and from Queens. That's the first connection. Another connection to get to from Queens is to go through Nassau County up Q113 and Q114 route. That's free. There's no toll there. That's free. It'll take you on Rockaway Turnpike, 5 towns, and cross the border into Queens and Nassau. The second route is between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and Rockaway Park Beach 116th Street, only stopping at Broad Channel, Beach 98th Street, and Beach 105th Street. So technically you will have the non-stop express shuttle that will only stop at Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and Far Rockaway, Mott Avenue. You will have a local shuttle route that will operate between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and Far Rockaway, making all A train stops. And you will have the Rockaway Park Shuttle bus service that will operate between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and Rockaway Park Beach 116th Street, only stopping at Broad Channel, Beach 98th, and Beach 105th Street. Oh, and for those of you who don't know, the Rockaway Park Shuttle is the branch of the A-Line service. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, next we're going to talk about the service changes that will start on January 20th, 2025 at 5 a.m. 2 weeks from now to 5 a.m. on Monday, January the 20th, which will conclude on 5 a.m. Monday morning, May 19th of 2025. So we're looking at a good duration of 4 months here. A trains will not run between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and Far Rockaway Mott Avenue, which is the all-time terminus for the A-Line, or Rockaway Park Beach 116th Street, which is the peak rush hour terminus for the A-Line. For Rockaway Park, as you know, 5 train services operates from Rockaway Park during the AM rush hours, and 5 services in the PM rush hours will operate to Rockaway Park in the PM rush hours. That's the A train service. And of course, you know, Lefferts Boulevard service will remain intact. The full A train service between 207th and Lefferts Boulevard will operate at all times, except late nights when the Lefferts Boulevard shuttle will operate separately. But it is still part of the A-Line's branch, but will operate separately and not go further into Brooklyn into Manhattan. It will only operate between Lefferts Boulevard and Euclid Avenue, while the full late local A route that only operates between 207th Street, Manhattan, and Far Rockaway in Queens, but instead it will operate between 207th Street, Manhattan, and Howard Beach, JFK Airport in Queens. So therefore, if your destination is Far Rockaway or Rockaway Park, your terminus stop will be Howard Beach, JFK Airport, where you can connect with the Q97 non-stop express bus or the Q109 local, which will operate between Howard Beach, JFK Airport, and Beach 67th Street, only stopping at Broad Channel and Beach 90th Street. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who don't know, the Q109 was originally part of the Queens bus network redesign plan, but it was only featured in a new draft plan. It was supposed to be a route that was supposed to be a combination or unification of the existing Q112, Q41, and Q40 and Q7 routes. Okay, so the trip will operate regularly between Parsons Hillside and the East New York Euclid Avenue station. So the route would have operated on Guy Boulevard, heading towards East New York, going up 160th Street in Queens, heading towards Parsons Hillside. Then the route itself would have operated along Tuskegee Airmen, make a left turn onto Supton, a right turn onto Lakewood Avenue, which would become 109th Avenue. Then go 109th Avenue straight all the way out to Rockaway Boulevard, right turn to Rockaway Boulevard, then left turn to Crossway Boulevard, and take the current existing Q7 routing all the way out to the East New York Euclid Avenue station. As you all know, that route was scratched from consideration, and the Q41 has been brought back in the proposed final plan. The Q7 will be streamlined to serve the 75th Street J&Z train stop in Queens, which is the borderline between Brooklyn and Queens. And the Q112 is slated to go into Brooklyn, which I wholeheartedly disagree with, because there is no study showing that the Q112 is warranted in Brooklyn. No proof, no study, no nothing. But anyways, let's move on. The Rockaway Park Shuttle will not run to and from Broad Channel. For service between Howard Beach JFK Airport, Broad Channel, and the Rockaway Peninsula, use these alternative services. We talked about the Q97 and the Q109. We already mentioned that. There will also be free Rockaway Park Shuttle trains that will operate between Far Rockaway, Mott Avenue, and Beach 116th Street. That was already also mentioned too as well. And we will also still have the Q52 and Q53 select bus services that will connect with the Rockaway Boulevard A train stop. There will be a new elevator there real soon. Woodhaven Boulevard on the J&Z line, new elevators will come in soon to that station too as well. And the Woodhaven Boulevard M&R train stop near the Queens Center Mall, new elevators will be at that station too as well. You also got the Q35 connecting with the Flatbush Avenue Brooklyn College station, the 2 train which serves that station at all times, and the 5 train service which serves that station during weekdays and evening hours only. And of course, you got the express buses. How can we forget that? You got your QM15, QM16, QM16, QM15, 16, and 17, which is express to and from Manhattan. The QM16, which serves the west side of the Rockaway Peninsula, while the QM17 serves the east side of the Rockaway Peninsula, will run during peak weekday rush hours only. Special QM15 Rockaway services will run on weekdays and Saturdays, meaning that the southern terminus of the QM15 right now, right? The one that the route that terminates somewhere in Howard Beach, Lindenwood, somewhere in that vicinity, right? It will be extended from Howard Beach and Lindenwood to go all the way down to the Rockaways, just to provide coverage for displaced Far Rockaway A train riders, as well as the people who live near onto the Rockaway Park branch, which is served by the Rockaway Park Shuttle at all times, of course, and the 5 peak A train service during peak rush hours. Next, we have the Long Island Railroad. LIR trains will run between Far Rockaway Station and Manhattan or Brooklyn via the Jamaica LIRR station. Service changes. During the service change, the fare for the LIR's Far Rockaway ticket has been reduced to $2.75 each way. The Far Rockaway ticket is only valid for travel between Far Rockaway and other LIRR stations in New York City. The Far Rockaway ticket could only be purchased at Far Rockaway Station or on the train app if you share a location with the app to confirm that you are near the station. If you're returning the same day, make sure to buy a round trip ticket at Far Rockaway Station, since Far Rockaway ticket can't be purchased at other stations. You can also go on the MTA.info website to check the schedules, or on your train time app for more information. And last but not least, we have the New York City ferry service will operate between Beach 108th Street and Pier 11 Wall Street, Beach 108th Street in Rockaway Park, Queens, on the Rockaway Peninsula, and Pier 11 Wall Street in the financial district of Lower Manhattan. And also, last but not least, this is going to impact accessibility services, which will have the Far Rockaway Mott Avenue, Beach 67th Street, Rockaway Park Beach 116th Street Station, and the Howard Beach JFK subway stations are all accessible. The LAR Far Rockaway station is also accessible to as well, but there will also be more accessible stations in the near future thanks to congestion pricing. So we'll be able to see more stations be ADA accessible in the near future. Okay? Alright guys, so that's barely it. So once again, thank you for listening to another episode of the Hub Talk Chronicles, now on YouTube. And once again, if you enjoy this video, make sure to rate, comment, share, subscribe, and make sure that you follow the Hub Talk wherever available. We're also now available on